Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pindilezani Wanyana, the girl of today, the girl of this very moment, darling. And if you do not know it by now, I don't know where the heck you have been, but opportunities have definitely been missing you by. But do not worry, because you know that when you see my face, I am yet back again with another video, another plug, and then one step closer to making sure that you get yourself some sort of employment, some sort of salary in 2024. Okay, welcome back to this channel, you guys. Please make sure that you subscribe and that you click and you open your notifications so that when I drop a video, you will be the first one to know. Okay, so welcome back to this series of mine that I have started, Becoming Employable in 2024, darling. This is episode 2, and yeah, I received really great feedback from you guys from the first episode, and I'm really glad that it's helping you guys out. And I am more than thrilled to be reviewing your CVs for free, but then obviously I am charging money to revamp and create from scratch. Okay, so in this episode we will be covering different methods of applying. Okay, so yes, let's just get right into it. I will be referring to my notes as I am going by, because I do not know everything off by head, but yes, based on the research that I've done, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first method of applying is online applications. So what are online applications? Online applications are those particular applications whereby you actually need to go on the company's actual website, search through their page, search through their website and the careers or the vacancy portal or their vacancy page, and then actually click on the correct vacancy or the post in which you would like to apply for. Okay, so usually when this happens, when you click on the vacancy or whatever on the post, it usually shows you what can I say, the job descriptions, the requirements, minimum requirements of the vacancy, the closing date, and all of that, right? So I will be showing you guys just an example as we go along in the video of how an online application actually looks like, right? So in this instance, you want to make sure that first of all, if you are new here, I'm just gonna tell you this, but then if you've been here, you know that I always advise my subscribers to apply on the company's actual websites. Refrain from applying from, third-party websites, because they will redirect you to potential scammers, and that is not what we want. All right, so I always advise my subscribers, my followers, to apply on the company's actual website. So with online applications, you say, let's say for instance, for an example, there's a vacancy at Capitec. You would want to actually go on Google, type in Capitec or whatever, www.capitec, whatever.co.za, and make sure that you land yourself at the company's actual website. I mean, an accurate website, you can definitely tell when you land on it, right? And then go to like their careers portal on the website, and then look for that particular vacancy or that particular post in which you might find interest in. And that is how that's basically what an online application is. Okay, so you want to read the job description and everything, and then usually most companies require people to register on their website, under the vacancy or the careers, whatever. So they require people to usually register. So during the registration process, you want to do things as correctly, as accurately as possible. So usually most companies now actually don't require you to upload your CV, but they want to take in all your personal information, and there's different steps. After this step you submit, and then it takes you to another step. So you need to be patient enough to allow yourself to complete all the necessary steps in making sure that you register correctly to a company. Do you understand? And make sure that you also fill in the correct information, right? And usually at the end of these different kind of steps, these many steps, a company might require you to upload certain documents. Make sure that you upload the correct kind of document. Remember, I said in my previous video, always make sure that the documents in which you apply for are always in PDF format, because that way you can't really edit it. Do you understand? Or like a third person can't really edit it. Do you understand what I mean? So always make sure that your documents are in PDF format. It's also easier for companies to be able to read through it. Yes, it's more visible, it's more clear. Refrain from Canva formats because they are not visible. Trust me, they are not. Okay, when you upload them to these websites. So PDF format. Okay. Okay, and lastly, what you want to do is you always want to go back to these particular websites and make sure that you update your information as you grow. Do you understand? Because sometimes you might find a job at a certain place, and then so you just need to make sure that you constantly go back to these websites in which you have registered to under their careers portal, and make sure that you update your information as you go. Okay. Now we're going to look at another different method of application, which is via email. And I find that people find it very difficult to apply via email. People find it easier to apply via online or via companies' websites rather than email, because that way whatever question or whatever question they ask you, you answer, right? But via email now, a post or a vacancy might come saying there's this particular vacancy at company X, these are the requirements, and then please forward your CV to this particular email address or to this particular person, and that person could be your potential employer or your recruiter. So what do you say in this email when you send your CV or when you send your documents, right? People find it very difficult because an ordinary person would say, good day, please see attached. Please see attached. Who are you? What is this email regarding? Right? So firstly, what you want to do is you need to make sure that the email address of whomever that you are sending the email to is correctly typed. What I like about Gmail, I don't know if other email hosts have the same feature, but what I love about Gmail in particular is that when the email is incorrect, it immediately sends you a message to say email address not found. Do you understand what I mean? So the first thing you need to do is always make sure that the email address in which you are sending this thing to is correct, word for word, letter to letter. All right, and then there's a subject, right? So usually in the subject, what Pindile would do is she would write in the subject application to vacancy X, or application to some vacancies have numbers. So when you read the post correctly, you'd realize that this particular vacancy in which you want to apply for has a number. So in your subject would be that number. So you'd say vacancy to application to vacancy 6234. Do you understand what I mean? So some of them differ like that, but you need to have a subject so that when your potential recruiter or your potential employer finds an email, they know where to click. They know for applications or where they need to find them. Do you understand? So if you just say please see attached, that person probably thinks that the email comes from a colleague or a friend, whatever. So you need to always have a subject that states what the rest of the email is about. Okay. And then thirdly, you would want to make sure that your email is constructed correctly. Yes, every email needs a construction. So does every letter. So does every essay. Do you understand what I mean? An email also needs a proper construction. So in the email address, let's say I am applying for a post at Pick n Pay as a cashier. Right, in this particular email, okay, my subject would be application to cashier vacancy that is currently open, and then in my email I would be usually they tell you the name in which you need to send an email to is usually in the email address. So it'd be say maybe Michelle Richards at so and so. Do you understand? So you know whom the email is going to. So you would want to personalize this email and make sure that correct person reads it. I mean, the correct person will read it because the correct email address will be inserted, but you just want to be more personal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you want to say good day ma'am, good day sir, or good day Miss Richards, or good day Miss Michelle Richards. Do you understand what I mean? I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing this email to let you know. Yeah. I'm writing this email to apply for a vacancy in which you have posted at this particular company on a date so and so. I believe that I have the right characteristics and skills to ensuring that I am part of the email. I am part of the vacancy. Sorry, I'm part of the vacancy, or I am, part of the people that a perfect candidate. So everything that you require of me is in the CV attached or in the documents attached. If you need anything else, please do let me know. And yes, something along those lines. Do you understand? This is literally me right now saying things from the top of my head, but something along those lines. And for example, as you can see there where it says phlebotomy night technician post number whatever 2240, that was my subject. So that is where the subject needs to appear. So when a potential employer or recruiter opens an email, it needs to show what is the purpose of the email, and there it was, right? And yes, and then you can see where my email address. Good day ma'am, I hope this email finds you well. I'm applying for this post because I am confident that I'm competent for this position. I have worked both day and I was applying for night shift at a particular time. So yeah, I was saying that I have worked both day and night shift under extreme pressures and still deliver good results. I'm currently working at a small depot where we collect, receive, log, and batch specimens, and this works to my advantage because no training will be needed. I really hope to hear from you soon. Kind regards, Ndilezwane. Simple, straightforward, engaging. Do you understand? Right. And then you write your last statement. Hope to hear from you soon. Kind regards, Ndilezwane. Do you understand what I mean? So it shouldn't just be an email that is sent with documents and no message. Do you understand? People always love a little bit of message here and there. Trust me, they do. So you'd want to make sure that you write a little bit of something, and that way your email will always be remembered, and you are most eligible to be called for an interview when you write an email like that. I'm not saying write paragraphs and describe yourself and describe everything that is already in your CV. No. Just be brief, but be very sharp and straightforward about it. I hope I am making sense. So, and also one final thing is that every vacancy that you're going to apply for requires a different email or requires a different approach when it comes to email construction. So you cannot copy and paste. Do you understand? You cannot copy and paste. Make sure that you are as personal. Make sure you have read the job description and make sure it really resonates or associates with you. Do you understand? So that when you write that email address of sending documents, it is as straightforward as possible. I really hope I'm making sense, you guys, and I have seen that you guys actually do appreciate these videos that I'm making. Yeah, in the next episode, which is episode 3, I will be covering presentation, interview questions as well as presentation, personal presentation. And yes, I really am very happy that I'm helping a lot of you guys out there, and I do see emails, I do see DMs of people asking me to do things for them, to continue revamping and creating CVs for them. I will do that, okay? Anyway, I don't want to take too long recording this series. I just want to focus on that particular topic and be out of here. So this is me signing out from me to you. It is always love, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and open those notifications. Mwah.